We now move on to event 114, the Women's Open 800 metre freestyle, of which we have 3 heats for this event. And heat 1 is now underway, and your athletes are as listed on the scoreboard.
Okay, welcome back to those of you joining us on the live stream for the Swim England North East Regional Age Group Championships. They are being held, of course, here at Ponds Forge. So welcome to those of you joining us on the live stream. A couple of minutes away from the start of this afternoon's session, which will kick off with the girls 200 metre breaststroke. My name is Terry Jeans, and I'll be joining you on the commentary stream this afternoon. Just waiting for the referees and officials to just get the final bits and pieces sorted out before we get underway.
This is the girls 11 to 13 years, 200 metre backstroke.
Be ready to crack on with heat number 1. Heat 1 of 7 of this girls 11 to 13 years 200 metre backstroke. So, and they're underway in this first heat. In lane 2, Isabel Keatley of Middlesbrough. In 3, Sophia Kelly of Doncaster. In 4, Isabel Coe of the Borough of Stockton. In 5, Faith Willoughby of Chestnut Street. And in 6, Zoe Scott of Newcastle. So 8 lengths of the pool this on the short course for 200 metre backstroke. Strong start from lane number 5, Faith and Morgby from Chesterton Street. But lane 3, really taking advantage of that turn, Sophia Kelly of Tadcaster in the black hat, just at the top of your screen. Really just making the most of that underwater phase on her turn. just at the 125 metre turn. Still is Sophia Kelly of Tadcaster, just extending that lead, jostling for second and third. The two swimmers in lanes 4 and 5, Isabel Coe, Borough of Stockton, and Faith Morrigby of Chester Street. Faith's just edging away a little bit there, just turning first. Although lane 6, Zoe Scott of Newcastle, really closing up that gap. And up into Isabel Keatley, just at the corner of your picture. Keeping a good steady stroke rate, keeping things nice and balanced through the 200. So final turn for Sophia. All 11 years old in this field. Well, it's going to be Sophia that takes this one. Her entry time 2:50.9. So she touched in a 2:44.61. Morrigby 2:47.03 and Coe 2:48.35 to make the top 3 of that first 200 metre backstroke, which leads us on neatly once the pool's cleared to heat number 2. Okay, so underway in heat number 2, lane 0, Maeve Carroll of the City of Leeds. In 1, Olivia Phelan of Doncaster Darts. In 2, Molly Green of the City of Leeds. In 3, Hannah Redshaw of Middlesbrough. In 4, Olivia Hidiat of the City of Leeds. In 5, Kay Fenton of Skipton. In 6, Nia Thorman of Rotherham Metro. In 7, Lucy Savage of Doncaster Darts. In 8, Anna Finley of Gateshead and Wickham. And in 9, Ruby Timett of Darlington. So a number of these swimmers having a quick turnaround from this morning, quick bit of lunch and back in the pool again for this afternoon. One of those swimmers certainly who's been in and out of the pool today is Olivia Hidiat, and also Anna Finley in lane 8 as well. Olivia Hidiat in the yellow hat, turning half a body length up at this point, up in lane 1. Olivia Phelan, Doncaster Darts, just maintaining that second place for the time being, although down in 5 and 6, Kay Fenton of Skipton and Nia Thorman of Rotherham. Not letting her have it all her own way at this point. It's still Hidiat, City of Leeds, in 4. Really extending away that lead. Really smooth backstroke from her. Being really in control. So on the final turn, it is Hidiat in lane 4. That dominating position she's had from the start, taking the heat out and then establishing that lead, really stretching it out. But second, Olivia Phelan, lane 1, is going to just hang on to second, I think, but third could be between 2, 5 and 8.
We now move on to heat number 2.
And it is going to be lane 2.
Women's Open.
Molly Green, City of Leeds. So Hidiat takes it 2:33.25. Phelan 2:38.93. And Molly Green 2:40.43. So heat 3 of this 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0, Simran Kaur of the City of Bradford. In 1, Kasja Rickleton of the City of Leeds. In 2, Lydia Hall of Chester-le-Street. In 3, Sasha Long of the City of Leeds. In 4, Isabel Shering of the City of Sheffield. In 5, Jessica McCollin of Kingston upon Hull. In 6, Lily Mae Pratt of Skipton. In 7, Martha Callaghan of the City of Leeds. In 8, Holly Stoker of the City of Sunderland. And in 9, Seffi Ormston of Middlesbrough. So turning at that 50, it is lane 2. Lydia Hall, Chester Street, that turns first, 36.37. Followed by Simran Kaur up in lane 0. So at the 100-metre mark, 1:16.16 for Lydia Hall. And it is lane 4, Isabel Shering, that's moved up to second. So seeing things change as this 200 metres progresses. Interesting to see simultaneous turns from the 2 centre lanes that we've seen lead. So that is lane 4. And just up a little in lane 2. So it's whether Simran can maintain. Strong from her to jostle into that second position. But split time at 150, as you can see, 1:57.01 from Hall. That's up in 2. And Lily Mae Pratt making her move now, up into second. And it is a strong swim from Lily Mae Pratt, just coming through. Really kicking in, really seeing those legs work, looking stroke weight increase a little bit. Question is, has she got enough to snatch this from lane 2? So Lydia has led pretty much from the outset of this, but actually in lane 7 as well, you've got Martha Callaghan, City of Leeds. Who's going to touch the wall first? And it is Lily Mae Pratt who takes that from Skipton in 2:36.23. And Hall just holds on, 2:36.28 up in lane 2. And in lane 7, Callaghan comes in third, 2:36.47. So we're away with heat number 4. In lane 0, Emma Finley of Gateshead and Wickham. In 1, Rihanna Sorianosos of the City of Sunderland. In 2, Anna Ashcroft of the City of Leeds. In 3, Alexa Page of Newcastle. In 4, Emily Hutchinson of Hartlepool. In 5, Millie Bosbyer of Middlesbrough. In 6, Martha Everett of the City of Leeds. In 7, Gracie Beaumont of the City of Bradford. In 8, Erin Russell of Derwenside. And in 9, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. So on that first turn, it is lane 8, Erin Russell of Derwenside, followed by Gracie Beaumont of City of Bradford. Turning in 3rd, Hutchinson of Hartlepool up in lane 4. As we've seen from these previous heats and this morning, nothing is sealed, especially on these slightly longer distance events, depending on how these swimmers have paced their strategies. So turning on the 100 metre mark there. It is Emily Headley of Tynemouth down in 9 at turn first. You can see here that half a body length up from the outside lane. Difficult from those outside lanes to actually see kind of what's going on in the pool. You get a few split seconds with the turn really on backstroke, I guess, to be able to kind of get a gauge for what's going on. Obviously you want to keep focused on your own race. So there we are, Headley turning first, followed by lane 7, Gracie Beaumont, and lane 4, Emily Hutchinson of Hartlepool. So just coming down towards the finish of this 200 metre backstroke, but lane number 9, Emily Headley, fantastic swim from her, 12 years of age, from Tynemouth, winning that heat from the outside lane, 2:32.35 for her. Emily Hutchinson from Hartlepool, 2:33.69, and in 3rd we have Gracie Beaumont, City of Bradford. A well fought battle by those 3 girls, but stunning swim from Emily Headley coming from that outside lane to take heat number 4. So heat 5 now in the water. Lane 0, Libby Munsey of Grimsby. In 1, George Coyden of Rotherham Metro. In 2, Jenna Dougal of Derwenside. In 3, Scarlett Laver of Doncaster Darts. In 4, Jolie McGreevy of the City of Leeds. In 5, Holly Simeon of Richmond Dale. In 6, Louisa Ibberson of Harrogate. In 7, Amelia Smith of Rotherham Metro. In 8, Freya Tyas of York City. And in 9, Charlotte Dennis, also of York City. It is lane 9 again. There must be something in the water down in lane 9, because it's obviously working. Split time at 50, 34.71 for Charlotte Dennis of York City. Absolutely powering away, but not letting her get away. Up across your screens, up in lane 2, Jenna Dougal of Derwenside, just turning just after her there. But I'm sure things will alter as we come down these subsequent lengths.
1:14, the women's open 800 metre freestyle, and your athletes are as listed on the scoreboard.
So it is Dougal of Derwenside in 2, Just turning before Charlotte Dennis of York City, down in 9. Third, those we can see up in lane 0, Libby Mundy. But it is anyone's game for that third place. Looking down your screens, in lane 6, Louisa Ibbison of Harrogate there, pushing her way up the field as well. And in 8, not to be discounted either, Freya Tyers of York City. So taking that heat. Just confirming with the scores there. There we are, 2:30.03. Jenna Dougal up in 2, so well fought battle. And it is Charlotte Dennis from York City. Very strong from the start. 2:31.13 there in second place. Obviously no swimmer in 3 there. That's why we've got the gap, but just waiting for some little adjustments to be made just to allow for third place. And shortly we will be moving on to the next heat, which is heat number 6. So heat number 6 in lane 0, Holly MacDonald of the City of Leeds. In 1, Sophie Johnston of Newcastle. In 2, Iona Logan of the City of Leeds. In 3, Una Gregory of York City. 4, Agatha Scott of Harrogate. In 5, Chloe Ward of the Borough of Stockton. In 6, Lauren Smith of the City of Leeds. In 7, Philippa Bromley, also of the City of Leeds. In 8, Beth Hall of Grimsby. And in 9, Edith Hodgson of the Borough of Kirklees. And turning first at this first 50-metre mark is Chloe Ward, Borough of Stockton, 35.06, followed by Iona Logan, City of Leeds, turning in second. So it is still Chloe Ward, just stretching out that clear water. Although lane number 8, Beth Hall of Grimsby. And also at the top of your screen, in lane 2, Iona Logan, City of Leeds. And another yellow hat, the City of Leeds swimmer Philippa Bromley down in 7 as well. Really gunning for those sort of top spots in this heat. But we will see who can come through to take those spots towards the end of the race. Chloe Ward looking quite settled, comfortable out in front. Question is, can she maintain that, or have any of the other girls in this heat got that little bit extra left in the tank to close down that space and see if they can challenge her for the lead? Looking up in lane 2, Iona Logan really has made good progress over the last 25 metres. Well, she's got quite enough on this last 25 to really dig in to the lead of Chloe Ward. It shall be seen. But some great work from her, really putting the power on for this last 25. And it is going to be Chloe Ward that takes it. Borough of Stockton, 2:27.71. Iona Logan, City of Leeds, 2:29.22. And up in lane 0, surprise outsider in the outside lanes up there, Holly McDonald, City of Leeds. She came in with a 2:30.68. So some great swims there. Good improvements on their entry times as well. So there'll be some smiles all around there for these girls. Just to wrap up heat number 6 as we move now to the final heat of the 200 backstroke, which is of course heat number 7. So a full complement of swimmers in the final heat, which is of course heat number 7. So going into this first turn, looking pretty tied between 3 and 5. Looking just edging in front lane, and number 3, Annabelle Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield. But we do have in 0, Neve Carroll of the City of Leeds. In 1, Madison Pevler of Derwenside. 2, Sophie Basaraba of Skipton. In 3, Annabelle Wilkinson of City of Sheffield. In 4, Libby Freeman of Morpeth. In 5, Evie Dilly of Middlesbrough. In 6, Lara Thompson of the City of Leeds. In 7, Isabel Hextall of Kingston upon Hull. In 8, Sophie Bromley of the City of Sheffield. And in 9, Jessica Riley of Harrogate. So just coming back to those middle 3 lanes, 3, 4 and 5. Annabelle Wilkinson, again another mention for her in the mat of the pool. Already today quite a few times, City of Sheffield swimmer in the red hat in 3. Libby Freeman of Morpeth and Evie Dilly. All of these swimmers have made multiple appearances in the water today, and I'm sure will do tomorrow also. So it is lane 4 on that turn. Libby Freeman with Morpeth just edging her competitors out in lane 3 and 5. But the question is, just on the turn to this final 50 metres, pretty much all turning in synchronicity there. We'll see if one of them can break free. Otherwise it'll be quite a fight for the touch. So it is Annabelle Wilkinson, City of Sheffield, just at that last turn. But as we can see, the yellow hat of Middlesbrough swimmer Evie Dilly. Got some very excited supporters next to me that I'm sure you can probably hear on the live stream as well, which is nice to see. So lane number 5, Evie Dilly really coming back, absolutely storming this last 15 metres. And she'll take it quite convincingly as well. Great swim from Evie Dilly from Middlesbrough. Second, Libby Freeman of Morpeth, and 3rd, Annabelle Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield to wrap up that final heat of the girls' 200 metre backstroke. Just whilst we clear the water, just another mention to let us know where you're tuning in from at ASA Northeast or hashtag Swim Northeast. Lots of support here still, which is absolutely fantastic. Spectator gallery is full just out of your shot, which is great to see. Seeing lots of people attend to support their teammates and family members and so on. So the next event we move to is the boys 11 to 13 years 200 metres individual medley. We have 5 heats of this event, and this is heat number 1. So they are off. In lane 3, Zach Beattie of the Borough of Kirklees. In 4, Harry Senior of the City of Leeds. In 5, Adam Javid of Sheffield. In 6, Alex Boyer of Darlington. So 4 in this one, the 200 IM. Again, mixture of all the strokes in this one. Starting off with the butterfly, followed by the backstroke into the breaststroke and front crawl. 2 lengths of each on this one. It's a short course event, of course. So split time at the 50 metres as they go into the backstroke. It is Zach Beattie, Borough of Kirklees, turning in 37.12. But this one should be quite interesting in the sense that you've got a middle distance event and a combination of the strokes. So you will well see these positions jostle around as they progress further through. So as they come into the turn, we will see how they have changed things on the backstroke. And Zach Beattie still there. Adam Javid, Sheffield, 0.63 behind Beattie. So coming back on this second leg of the breaststroke, it is Zach Beattie still. Looking quite cool, calm and collected as he's coming down to go into the final 2 lengths. So still looking to be Zach Beattie in lane 3, but absolutely powering home is Adam Javid of Sheffield. In lane number 5, is he? I don't know whether he's going to have quite enough to catch him, but absolutely putting the effort in for this last 25 metres. So it is Zach Beattie that takes it, Adam Javid second, followed by Harry Senior of the City of Leeds. Times there, Beattie 251.6, Javid second, 253.55, and Senior 256.96.
Now heat 4 of the 50-metre butterfly men's open. We move on to heat number 5.
So underway with the second heat of this 200 IM. In 0, Shay Wood of AFS Hartlepool. In 1, Sean Smith of Harrogate. In 2, Rio Dowdu of Cleethorpes. In 3, Finn Ripley of the Borough of Stockton. In 4, Jacob Brown of Harrogate. In 5, Daniel Barrett of Gateshead and Wickham. In 6, Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough. In 7, Regan Peel of the Borough of Stockton. In 8, Jamie Haig of the Borough of Kirklees. And in 9, Nicholas Honeybone of Doncaster Darts. So turning first is Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough, followed by Barrett. And then Brown in 6, 5 and 4. So at the end of this backstroke, looking like Daniel Barrett is stretching the lead a little bit. However, lane 4, Jacob Brown of Harrogate not letting him go completely on this breaststroke. So real fight between the two. Looking that Jacob Brown's looking to gain the ground back against Daniel Barrett. Really strong fight going on between the two in lane 4 and 5. Neither letting the other one get away too much. It was Daniel Barrett at the end of the backstroke, but at the end of the breaststroke it's looking to be Jacob Brown. We're into the front crawl, so it is Brown, then Barrett, and then Shea Wood of AFS Hartlepool, just at the top of the pool. You can see there in the red cap. Really coming back, very strong. Really good judgment to see who's paced this 200 metres right. As to whether people fade or come back during this 50-metre freestyle. And I think it is just still going to be Jacob Brown. Great swim from Jacob from Harrogate. His entry was a 2:43.22, so he'll be pleased with that. 2:41.13. Then we have Daniel Barrett, his entry 2:45.92. So again, 2:42.56. Nice improvement on the entry times for these lads. They will be pleased. And then third in that one was indeed Shea Wood at the top of the page, 2:43.42. What a comeback from him up there, coming back to take the third to wrap up heat number 2. So just getting started for number 3.
And now on to heat number 3 of the boys 200 metre IM down in the age group pool.
So just underway now with heat number 3. Turning first, Maguire 33.6. So just after that turn, looking at a pretty straight line between lane 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Actually, probably from 2 to 5, actually, my apologies. But still, nonetheless, quite tight at the front of that field. I think it's going to be 5 that touches to turn onto that breaststroke first, and it is. It is lane 4, that's Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland. Followed by his teammate Luke McGee. And then I believe, just whipped off my screen, Jack Jenkinson from Skipton in 2, just a lane up there. Always fascinating how breaststroke, sometimes it's always breaststroke can change things. Always a love or a hate stroke breaststroke for people, I think. Don't think I've ever met anyone that's muted on breaststroke. So we are coming down into the front crawl, absolutely steaming away now. Lane number 4, Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland. So the 2 City, in fact, City of Sunderland, his colleagues just dropping off a little bit, but we've got lane 5 there as well. William Morris of Middlesbrough, the other side. And it will be Alfie Maguire, City of Sunderland. Second is Morris of Middlesbrough. And third, top of the page, came out of nowhere on that last 25, Samuel Antrobus, Borough of Stockton. Great swim from him, coming in third with a 2:37.65. But it is Maguire that takes it, 2:31.7 for the City of Sunderland swimmer. Underway with heat number 4. And no swimmer in lane 4. So we have lane 0, Thomas Wilkinson, City of Sheffield. 1, Harvey Pennington of Skipton. 2, Christian Ryan of Tyndale. In 3, James Robinson of the City of Leeds. In 5, Harrison Newland of Rotherham Metro. In 6, Thomas Maskell of Derwenside. In 7, Gregor Batley of Alnwick Dolphins. In 8, Elliot Watkins of the City of Leeds. And in 9, George Knowles of the City of Leeds. Coming to the end of the backstroke. We're seeing lanes 5, 6 and 7. Is 5. Newland 109.17, followed by Maskell and Pennington. Not much splitting them at all, so I would expect to see these positions jostle around in this breaststroke 50 metres.
The women's open 200 backstroke. And we are swimming heat 1 of 6, and your athletes are as listed on the scoreboard.
So coming back down the breaststroke, you can see here 4 swimmers, lanes 3, 5, 6 and 7. Lane 3 has come back incredibly well. James Robinson, City of Leeds in that yellow hat. I should know with the yellow hats making the appearance today. Absolutely brilliant from James Robinson. See if he can hold on through the front crawl, and he's paced this well if he can. It was Maskell that snatched that back at the end there. 2:27.2, 2:27.33.13 separating the top 2. Maskell and Robinson, great comeback from Maskell in lane number 6. So that moves us neatly on to heat number 5, which is the final heat of this 200 IM for the boys. So a strong start up a little bit earlier than the rest of the field though in lane 5. Is looking like lane number 3. Matthew Cairns of Durham City just emerging at the front, but these things will change. So lane 0, Thomas McDermott of Middlesbrough. 1, Dominic Mathias of City of Leeds. In 2, Curtis Harper of the City of Sheffield. In 3, Matthew Cairns of Durham City. In 4, William Baines of the Borough of Stockton. In 5, Cameron Green of the City of Bradford. In 6, Cohen Stevenson of Doncaster Darts. In 7, Jack Ridley of AFS Hartlepool. In 8, Morgan Swells of Derwenside. And in 9, Jacob Grierson of the Borough of Kirklees. So as we go into the breaststroke, Cameron Green, familiar face from this morning's competition. City of Bradford, just edging away on this breaststroke. They're all pretty much tightly packed until turning into the breaststroke. And it is between those lanes 4 and 5. William Baines, again another familiar name that's been in and out of the pool. But William Baines really pushing Cameron Green. Just onto the turn. It is William Baines that's going to turn first. 1:44.07. Green 0.83 just behind. So it's going to be a fight on this front crawl, or the freestyle I should say, just to see who's got the power to really finish this 200 IM. And it is looking like it's going to be William Baines. Really delivered this one well, really stretching away into the final 15 metres, and it will be William Baines of the Borough of Stockton that takes it. Cameron Green at City of Bradford coming in second, and William Cairns of Durham City all just taking that third. The gas was certainly on from lane number 2, which was Curtis Harper, who actually took 4th for that one, but an absolute fight between the two of them right up till the end as well. It's a fantastic swim there to round off the 200 individual medley. Just before we move to the girls, 11 to 13 years, 100 metres butterfly. Underway with this first heat of the 100 butterfly. In 3, Molly Baker of the City of Sheffield. In 4, Evie O'Halloran Hutchinson of Derwenside. And in 5, Alice Ward of the Borough of Stockton. So 3 swimmers in this one, all 11 years of age. Strong start from lane number 4, Evie O'Halloran Hutchinson. So can she keep that strong start going over the second 50? Pretty much together, 3 and 5. Molly Baker, City of Sheffield, and Alice Ward, the Borough of Stockton. As they turn into the last 25. So if either of them can push the current leader, Evie O'Halloran Hutchinson. But she is out in front, we're about body length up at the moment. Very strong. And there we go, 1:19.29. Really steady stroke rate throughout that. Great swim from her. Second, Molly Baker. Third, Alice Ward for that one. So underway with heat number 2 in 0, Maeve Carroll of the City of Leeds. In 1, Matilda Newson of Grimsby. In 2, Nell Williams of the City of Leeds. In 3, Tia Stewart of Harrogate. In 4, Isabella Sherring of the City of Sheffield. In 5, Lucy Wood of Grimsby. In 6, Misha Comrie of the City of Leeds. 7, Isabel Coe of the Borough of Stockton. In 8, Faith Amorobi of Chester Street. And in 9, Katie Pink of Middlesbrough. So it is Stewart at the 50-metre mark, 34.22. Up in lane 3, absolutely going with her is Matilda Newson of Grimsby, the blue hat. It was lane 3 right to the finish, 1:13.69. Tia Stewart kept it there right from the outset. Lane 1, Grimsby's Matilda Newson taking the second, and in lane 6, Misha Comrie, City of Leeds, grabbing that third spot. So just a reminder that if you are joining us on the live stream and you're panicking because the swimmers you're expecting to see aren't there, we do have the 2 streams. We've got the Open Championship stream, which is just to the left of our pool that you can see on the age group stream, with the boom in the centre at Ponds Forge. We've got 2 pools running simultaneously today, so do have a look on the North East Region website, and there'll be 2 links, one for this pool and one for the other. But some exciting racing going on in the age groups. So the age groups will be 11 to 13, as we've seen this morning. The events will be heat declared winner, so any times these swimmers swim here will determine where they sit in the rankings, and obviously then subsequently which medals they could potentially win. So really important for these swimmers to get it right in their races. In the water with heat number 3, the girls 100-metre butterfly. Apologies. In lane 0, Lauren Heppel of Chester Street. In 1, Katrina Ho of Gateshead and Wickham. In 2, Olivia Harper of Newcastle. In 3, Erin Russell of Derwentide. 4, Chloe Ward of the Borough of Stockton. In 5, Sophie Bromley of the City of Sheffield. 6, Jess Widdowson of the City of Leeds. 7, Monica Navarro of the City of Sheffield. In 8, Maddie Wilson of Tynemouth. And in 9, Ariana Stokes of Tynemouth. So just on this first turn, looking like lane 5 and lane 9, Sophie Bromley. But actually lane number 3, Erin Russell there, as you can see on your screens, 33.63. Very close on that turn between a number of the lanes. But as we can see there on the stream, that red hat of lane number 5, City of Sheffield swimmer, Sophie Bromley. Really coming into her own now. But keeping an eye on lane number 9 and lane 2. Who's going to take the touch? It is Bromley, 1:11.64, followed by Harper, 1:12.4. And Stokes down in 9 does get that third from Tynemouth. Great improvements on their entry times from all of these girls. And that is the 1, 2, 3 for heat number 3. As we move on to heat number 4. go in lane 0, Lily Stratton of Grimsby. In 1, Ellie Dibb of the City of Leeds. In 2, Amy Sallock of the Borough of Stockton. In 3, Charlotte Tingle of Rotherham Metro. In 4, Chloe Eady of the Borough of Barnsley. 5, Jasmine Campbell of Newcastle. 6, Gracie Shepherd of the City of Sheffield. 7, Henrietta Richardson of Grimsby. In 8, Freya Tyas of York City. And in 9, Libby Mundy. So on that turn, Tingle 33.04. Turning first.
We now move on to heat 5 of the women's open.
So coming into the touch here, it is going to be Tingle 1:10.93, Tyas 1:11.52 and 1:12.17 for Richardson in 3rd. Just waiting for confirmed times on those. So just pending confirmed result for heat number 4. Just retrieving a little bit of debris. Well, you can see a swimmer jumping out the pool at the top of your screen. Someone's hat made a bid for escape. And move to heat number 5. So we're away in this heat. Nothing in 7, so that's no Rebecca Dunn. No swimmer in 7. Ethan Polferman of Middlesbrough. In 6, Esma Ovenston of Richmond Dale. In 8, Kasja Rickleton of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Elif Selike of Gateshead and Wickham. So we have 6, which is in lane 0, Martha Everett of the City of Leeds. In 1, Melissa Morehouse of the City of Leeds. In 2, Megan Sharp, also of the City of Leeds. In 3, Sarah Hedges of Grimsby. In 4, Neve Carroll of the City of Leeds. In 5, Martha Callaghan of the City of Leeds. In 6, Lucy Ellis of Rotherham Metro. In 7, Elizabeth Russell of the City of Leeds. In 8, Millie Bosbaya of Middlesbrough. And in 9, Lauren Gaunt Edwards of York City. And that turn at 50 metres, 31.92. Ellis turning first in lane 6. Really commanding this, going out very strong from Lucy Ellis, 13-year-old Rotherham Metro swimmer there. Also up in lane 1, good turn. And lane 3, so lane 1, you've got Melissa Morehouse of the City of Leeds and Sarah Hedges of Grimsby Aquatics. Both looking.
So in the age group pool, we are now on to heat number 7. We are now on to heat number 7.
So underway with heat number 7. Naomi Parker goes in 0 from Gateshead and Wickham. In 1, Edith Hodgson of the Borough of Kirklees. 2, Sasha Long of Leeds. In 3, Olivia Martin of Scunthorpe. In 4, 1 to 3, 1:10.16. To round up that 1 to 3 was quite unexpected. So underway with heat 8, which is the final heat of the butterfly, before we move on to the boys 100 backstroke. In 0, Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. In 1, Isla Williams of the City of Leeds. In 2, Lauren Smith of the City of Leeds. 3, Annabelle Wilkinson of the City of Sheffield. So the next one we move to is the 100 metre backstroke. Just getting all the ledges sorted. Just letting those ladies clear the pool as well. We'll have 7 heats of that 100 metre backstroke. It'll be interesting to see how this tussle pans out in lane 3 and 4. Or whether lane 5, Adam Javid, can come back. He's not out of the running by a long shot, so everything could change on this 25 metres. And it is looking like Marcus Joskovic of Kingston upon Hull. It's looking very strong, but then the green hat, lane 4, Lewis Kessel. Not to be outdone, he is absolutely powering home. It's going to be him that takes it. And it is Kessel, 1:19.11. Joskovic, 1:20.1. Just waiting for the time on Adam Javid. There we go, 1:22.74. Great racing there. Tussle for position right from the start, which was great to see. Lanes, lane 1, Regan Peel of the Borough of Stockton. 2, Sean Smith of Harrogate. In 3, Joseph Burgess of Skipton. In 4, Tom Jobling of Durham City. In 5, Joshua McCollin of Kingston upon Hull. 6, Oliver Whittleston of the City of Leeds. 7, Jack Muskarski of Grimsby. And in 8, Daniel Barrett of Gateshead and Wickham. So at the first 50 metre turn, it's lane 8, Barrett, 35.01. Really storming away, absolutely solid. McCollin, Kingston upon Hull, coming in 3rd.
So we're on to heat number 3 at the boys 100 metre backstroke down in the age group pool.
So underway with Heat 3. In 0, Daniel Jackson of Borough of Kirklees. In 1, George Watson of Tynemouth. In 2, Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough. In 3, Rory Bryant of Borough of Kirklees. In Bouchan 1:14.87. Third in lane number 4, Henry Kingdom of Kingston upon Hull, taking that final top spot in this heat in the boys 100 metre backstroke. We do move on to heat number 4.
And so now we're on heat number 4 in the boys 100 metre backstroke.
So underway with heat 4 of 7. In lane 0, Lewis Ramsey of Gateshead and Wickham. In 1, Tanthai Bennett of Harrogate. In 2, Harry Senior of the City of Leeds. In 3, Henry Cornforth of Whitby. In 4, Shay Wood of AFS Hartlepool. 5, Jack Jenkinson of Skipton. In 6, William Oliver, also of Skipton. In 7, Rhys Blackett of Newcastle. In 8, Blake Hooper of Consett. And in 9, Jad Idris of the City of Leeds. And it is Henry Cornforth of 14. Strong swim from him. Second, Rhys Blackett, 1:14.75 of Newcastle. And third, Tanthai Bennett of Harrogate, taking that third spot.
We're now on heat number 5 of the boys 100 metre backstroke.
On 12:18. See some strong swimming right to the final touch from these two in the centre. Really couldn't call that one at all until those last couple of metres, when Archie Norton just pulled away in those final couple of metres. So we move on thick and fast to heat number 6, which is the penultimate heat in the backstroke. Just waiting for the pool to clear. So away with heat number 6. Great start from lane 6, Kenneth Wan, City of Sunderland. I won't try and get through these full 10 names in the time these guys will take to swim this. So I don't think I'll quite get there with enough time to suitably let you. Who's it going to be? It is Bergman, 108.98. What a finish from him, just to snatch that one, 68.98. Then you've got Wan, 69.16, and Emmett, 69.57. So very, very close between those top 3. Really coming down to that touch, knowing the strokes, knowing your number of strokes into the wall, proving that's absolutely pivotal at this competition. So fantastic work from the swimmers there in heat number 6. We now move on to the last heat for the boys 100 backstroke, which is of course heat number 7. So we are away and in the water with the final heat, which is heat number 7. Centre 4 lanes pretty much turning together on that first turn. But it will be now when we start to see those breaking away. Speaking of those breaking away, Cohen Stevenson, Doncaster Darts in 6. Matthew Cairns, Durham City in 4. Really looking to push away. Has he got enough in the tank to really take them down on this last 25? Has he got enough in the tank to really take them down on this last 25? Really kicking in now is Matthew Cairns as well, stretching out that lead, half a body length up. Great swim from him. He's going to take this one. But between 2nd and 3rd, it's going to go right down to the touch between those two. Who's going to take it? It is Stevenson, 63.62, and Green taking 3rd, 64.17. So the 1, 2, 3 goes in those central lanes. Lane 4 first with Cairns. 2nd is Stevenson, and 3rd is Green in lane 5. What a finish on that 100 backstroke. The next event we move on to is the 400 metre freestyle for the girls, 11 to 13 years of course being the age groups. There will be 6 heats of this event. So underway with this 400 metre freestyle. In lane 0, Isabel Keatley of Middlesbrough. In 1, Anna Finley of Gateshead and Wickham. In 2, Molly Baker of the City of Sheffield. In 3, Rihanna Foster of South Holder. In 4, Daisy Purchase. It is Burgess in lane 6. Laura Burgess, that is, of Darlington. Followed by lane 4, Daisy Purchase, and lane 3. That's 3rd place, swapping around between Foster and Purchase. So lane number 4, Daisy Purchase. She's been up there from the beginning. Really big battle starting to flourish there. It's lane 5, just stretching away. That is Anna Ashcroft of the City of Leeds. 11 years old, that swimmer. In lane 5. Showing real maturity here on this 400 metres. Really stretching away. So she'll be wanting to execute her own race strategy, which no doubt she'll have gone through with her coach. But also and get a good setup in the race to push her forward. It's always a positive. So lane 4, Daisy Purchase of Doncaster Darts. And also lane 3, Rihanna Foster. The 3 that have been jostling around with those positions from the start of the 400 metres. Really doing well here. So coming in to the finish, it is lane number 5, Anna Ashcroft. She takes this heat, followed by lane number 4 and 3. Waiting for the times just to be confirmed. 4:53.55 for Anna Ashcroft, 4:57.25 for Daisy Purchase, and Rihanna Foster 4:57.68 for that 1-2-3 in the first heat of the girls 400 metre freestyle. Heat 2 well underway now. 400 metre freestyle, lane 0, Jess Widdowson, City of Leeds in 1, Gracie Beaumont of City of Bradford in 2, Emily Hutchinson of Hartlepool goes in 2, Molly Green of the City of Leeds goes in 3, Eva Clapperton of Tynemouth goes in 4, 5, Philippa Raleigh, City of Leeds in 6, Lauren Heppel of Chester Street in 7, India Bryan Chesters of Tadcaster in 8, Leona Sarianosos of the City of Sunderland, and in 9, Jessica Riley of Harrogate. So still very much together. Second heat, 400 metre freestyle. Slightly breaking away from the pack, lanes 2 and lanes 4. But that said, lanes 6, 7, 8 and 9 pretty much alongside one another. As this moves forward, we'll see who can break away. So emerging here, lane number 3. Molly Green. Those yellow hats of the City of Leeds just pulling away. And in lane 9. Different yellow hat this time though. Harrogate swimmer Jessica Riley. Just looking to make her breakaway as well. Lanes 1 and 3. So City of Leeds swimmer turning there, really extending that lead. Followed by lanes 1 and lane 4. Two and 4 turn in there. But just at the bottom of your screen, you'll see there, lane number 9. The yellow hat of Jessica Riley of Harrogate. Not letting City of Leeds swimmer Molly Green out of her sight, I don't think. And look at that line of 5 girls there. Lanes 1, 2, 4, 6 and 7. There's 5 girls there coming in and taking the touch. It is Molly Green. Second, Jessica Riley in lane 9. And third, Gracie Beaumont up in lane 1. So well swum those girls in that heat, especially where the heat broke up a little bit with people making breaks away from the main pack. Really focused racing. In the water now with heat number 3 as a 400 metre freestyle. 0, Mia Thorman of Rotherham Metro. In 1, Emily Oliver of the Borough of Kirklees. In 2, Charlotte Bianchi of the City of Sheffield. In 3, Emma Finley of Gateshead and Wickham. In 4, Emily Headley of Tynemouth. In 5, Helena Wyness of the City of Sunderland. In 6, Chloe Ward of the Borough of Stockton. In 7, Ariana Stokes of Tynemouth. In 8, Phoebe Bland of Newcastle, and in 9, Eleanor Valentine Bull of the Borough of Barnsley. So lane number 4, Millie Headley of Tynemouth. But also going with her is Emma Finley of Gateshead and Wickham. pretty much stroke for stroke going into that turn. And where to go on this 400 metres yet though. You can see there, very strong, starting well on this 400 metres. Two little battles emerging either side between lane 0, 1 and 2. Woman Emily Oliver and Charlotte Bianchi up at the top of the screen, but also lanes 5 and 6. Eleanor Wyness and Chloe Ward of the City of Sunderland and the Borough of Stockton, respectively. So coming into this turn, lanes 4 and 3. And turning pretty much together, pushing each other forward. Lanes 2 and 5. Doing a similar thing. Although lane 2 just trying to open up that gap. So Emily Headley of Tynemouth just stretching away, about a quarter of body length up at the moment, but just responding is Emma Finley, Gateshead and Wickham. Again, closing it down as soon as Emily makes a break for it. Emma's right on her. So, just moving forward with the next heat for the 400 metres. So in the water with heat number 4, lane 0, Sophie Brazelborough of Skipton. In 1, Macy Yoxall of the Borough of Barnsley. In 2, Sasha Long of the City of Leeds. In 3, Ellie Dibb of the City of Leeds. In 4, Gracie Shepherd of the City of Sheffield. In 5, Jolie McGreevy of the City of Leeds. In 6, Jessie Finley of the City of Sheffield. In 7, Martha Callaghan of the City of Leeds. In 8, Amelia Smith of Rotherham. And in 9, Iris Burnett of Scunthorpe. Macy and Amelia Smith. Lane 8 looking to make a break for it now. Amelia Smith, Rotherham Metro. Amelia Smith, Rotherham Metro. Just nudging her way ahead of the rest of the field. is looking like lane 8. Amelia Smith really stretching out. Was on the last 50. Probably half a body length lead now. She's really extended that. Although lane 1, Gracie Yoxall looking to do a similar thing. At the top of your screen. The red hat of the City of Sheffield swimmer in 6, Jessie Finley. So it is lane 1 and 8 pushing out to the front. 8, Amelia Smith maintaining that lead. Macy Yoxall currently in 2nd. And City of Sheffield swimmer Jessie Finley currently holding that 3rd, but that really could go either which way in lanes 4, 5 and 6. Gracie Shepherd, City of Sheffield, Jolie McGreevy, City of Leeds, but also Jessie Finley, as I mentioned, City of Sheffield there as well. So, back. So lane 8, Amelia Smith. Going down, I believe her penultimate 50. Our final, penultimate I should say, turn. Coming in to 400. Still in 2nd, up in lane 1, Macy Yoxall. We'll really see the legs kick in from these swimmers in this last 100 and last 50 metres. You really see them pick up the pace. They'll have split the race out into 100 metres and now have specific things to do within each set of that 100. It absolutely looks like Amelia Smith has got this one in the bag. Great swim from her in lane 8, finishing with a time of 4:44.36. That is a great time based on her entry. She's done a lot better than her entry, which she'll be really pleased with. 4:51.34 her entry, 4:44.36 is the time she's just swum. So that should put her in good stead. Macy Yoxall up in lane 1, 4:49.20. And then 3rd, Jolie McGreevy, 4:50.38. Taking the 3rd in lane 5. So away we go with the next heat. In lane 9, Annabelle Cooper with Weir Valley. So as they pass under that 15-metre mark, at the front 4, being lane 7, 5, and 4, and 3 as well. I mean, as the turn came there, there's 5 girls in contention. But we'll see, it's early doors in this 400 metres. So it is the red hat Georgia Robertson, City of Sheffield. Just turning first there, lanes 4 and 7, very closely in 2nd and 3rd. Nothing splitting them at all. I mean, stroke for stroke as you can see them come along the pool. It'll be really down to these race strategies. And of course they will absolutely be keeping a little bit of peripheral vision. Got some bilateral breathing going on. Interesting to see which swimmers opt for the bilateral option, or which swimmers opt for the breathing to one side. In the 400, to a degree, it gives you a good idea of where your competitors are, but of course, so important to be focused on your own race as well. So, other things to be managed as a swimmer in that race, not just the actual strategy, but just weighing up. And 3 for that matter, coming back really strong.
will not to climb out over the pitch pads, please. Do not climb out over the yellow pads at the scoreboard end.
So it is City of Leeds still. Really extending out on that lead she's got there. That is Iona Logan in lane 6. Really see stroke rate picking up, legs coming in as well. It is Iona Logan that finishes that hit in 4:35.7. Isabel Haxtell 4:40.36, and Georgia Robertson 4:41.15. Apologies about the slight delay. Do have some technical issues just with the results, but we'll get them to you as soon as we can. We now move to heat number 6. So lane 0, Eve Carroll, City of Leeds. In 1, Evie Dilley of Middlesbrough. In 2, Melissa Morehouse of the City of Leeds. In 3, Annabelle Wilkinson, City of Sheffield. In 4, Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. In 5, Lara Thompson of the City of Leeds. 6, Freya Johnson of the City of Leeds. 7, Molly Fisher of Rotherham Metro. In 8, Ashley Bailey of the City of Sheffield. And in 9, Libby Freeman of Morpeth. Looking to break away from the pack at the moment, lanes 1 and 3. That's Evie Dilley of Middlesbrough and Annabelle Wilkinson, City of Sheffield. Still Evie Dilley and Annabelle Wilkinson. But coming back, lane 4, Laura Hodgson of Newcastle. And the second pack of 3 in 5, 6 and 7. Lara Thompson, City of Leeds. Fellow teammate Freya Johnson there as well, Molly Fisher, Rotherham Metro. You see 2 packs of 3 emerging. Actually, lane 1. Evie Dilley really powering forward. So turning there, real fight emerging between lane 1 and 4. Evie Dilly and the green hat of Newcastle's blue hat. I'm clearly going colourblind this afternoon. The blue hat of Newcastle's Laura Hodgson. Stroke rate very similar between the two. As we come into this final 50 metres, you can see both of those swimmers out at the front will know each other are there. And it'll be a case of really seeing what each other have got left to really throw at this, to see who takes it. Turning first, up in lane 1, Middlesbrough's Evie Dilly. She is stretching away a bit, but actually, looking at lane 4, Laura Hodgson from Newcastle is going to go right down to the wire. This one, both under the flags at the same time, but it's going to be lane 4, 4:30.46. Great finish from Laura Hodgson. Fantastic race also though from Evie Dilly. Both really fought right till the end. Absolute battle. That was great racing. And then third, looking at Annabelle Wilkinson. I have to say, some of these girls have been in and out of the pool so much, to still pull out these performances is absolutely incredible. Shows great stamina and recovery also. Really, really impressive stuff. So we now move on to the boys 11 to 13 years, 200 metres butterfly. 5 heats in this one. Underway with heat number 1. In 2, George Ellis, Rotherham Metro. 3, Oliver Whittleston of the City of Leeds. In 4, Miles Kearns of Cleethorpes. 5, Kieran Hepworth of the City of Leeds. 6, Isaac Rowland of the Borough of Stockton. And 7, Jacob Barnett of the City of Sunderland. Turn into this third 25. Number 2, Jacob Brown. Apologies, lane number 2, George Ellis, of course. From Rotherham Metro. He's pushing forward, a couple of body lengths ahead. Kieran Hepworth and Oliver Whittleston, both of the City of Leeds. Very much chasing him. So George Ellis still doing well. Sure, these swimmers 11 years of age. It's really digging deep now. Trying to put the tiredness to the back of the mind. Just push through right to the finish. And that's absolutely what George Ellis in lane 2 is doing. Great finish from him. And he's really picked up that stroke rate, keeping focused, keeping it all together. So, second currently, City of Leeds swimmer Oliver Whittleston, up in the yellow cap. And in the centre of the pool, in 7, 5 and 4, a bit of tussle going on for third. And it will really come down to what happens in this last 25 metres or so. So, George Ellis, after a great 200 coming in. Just waiting for a confirmed time for him. Followed by lane 3. Oliver Whittleston from the City of Leeds. And then who's it going to be out of these two? 4 and 5. It's going to be Mars Kearns from Cleethorpes who grabs that touch in a time of 3:10.5. Followed by Kieran Hetworth and Jacob Barnett, with Isaac Rowland touching in a time of 3:24.51.
We're now on to heat number 2 of the boys 200 metres butterfly.
Underway with heat number 2 of the boys 11 to 13 years 200 metre butterfly. In 0, Sammy Andrabus of the Borough of Stockton. In 1, Ben Hewitt of Morpeth. In 2, Jacob Brown of Harrogate. In 3, Harry Senior of the City of Leeds. In 4, Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough. In 5, Oliver Dosworth of Chester Street. 6, Joseph Pickering of Pocklington. In 7, Alexander Lee of the City of Sheffield. In 8, Marcus Justovich of Kingston upon Hull. And in 9, Jack McClelland of the Borough of Kirklees. So at the 50 metres, it is Pickering. Lane 6, Joseph Pickering of Pocklington. Turning first. Ben Hewitt up there in lane 1. Morpeth. The red and white striped cap. I think it's going to be lane number 4, just on that turn, Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough. But very close between the two of them. Pickering just dropping down into 3rd. Not a lot separating them at all. And it is a long way to go to the finish on this one. 200 metres butterfly. So coming into this turn, lane number 4, followed by 6, and then lane 1. So Bouchan, Pickering, Hewitt, 2:08.16 is the time Bouchan turned on. Is a win for Isaac Bouchan of Middlesbrough in lane 4. Just waiting for those final touches. Harry Senior of Leeds, followed by Joseph Pickering, 2:56.44 to make up that 1, 2, 3, 4 boys 200 metre butterfly heat number 2.
So we're now on to heat number 3 of the boys 200 metre butterfly.
So underway. In lane 0, Joshua Cusack Hughes of Doncaster Darts. In 1, Daniel Jackson of the Borough of Kirklees. In 2, Luke Gilliver of Doncaster Darts. In 3, Charles Simpson of Chester Street. In 4, Jack Jenkinson of Skipton. In 5, Morgan Swells of Derwenside. In 6, Joshua Parker of Hartlepool. In 7, Korash Kodakar of the City of Leeds. In 8, Jad Idris of the City of Leeds. And in 9, Jack Mukarski of Grimsby. So after that first 50-metre turn, looking evident who's made their mark on this race. Morgan Swells of Derwenside. Jack Jenkinson also going with him. Question is there anyone else in there to get into that mix as well? Lane 2 and lane 6. Luke Gilliver, Doncaster Darts. Joshua Parker of Hartlepool. Lane 2 and 6 respectively. Swells turning 72.88, so 112.88. Jenkinson 0.7 behind him. And then come Parker and Gilliver. So it is still lane number 5, Morgan Swells of Derwenside. Followed by Jack Jenkinson and Luke Gilliver. Just pending some confirmation of those results, which I think we've got now for heat number 3. Now move to heat number 4.
We're now on to heat number 4 of the boys 200 metre butterfly.
It's a great start from lane number 5. Coming out of that dive, we have in lane 0 Gregor Batley of Alnwick Dolphins. In 1, Joshua Sutcliffe of the City of Leeds. In 2, Joshua Robinson of Derwenside. In 3, Luke McGee, the City of Sunderland. In 4, Robbie Thompson of the Borough of Stockton. In 5, Curtis Harper of the City of Sheffield. In 6, Henry Firth of the City of Leeds. In 7, Dominic Mathias of the City of Leeds. In 8, Thomas Maskell of Derwenside. And in 9, Evan Sawdy of Gateshead and Wickham. So starting away on this one, leading the way, lane number 5, Curtis Harper, City of Sheffield. followed by the yellow hat of City of Leeds swimmer Henry Firth. And in lane 4, Robbie Thompson, Borough of Stockton, going either side, but up in 0. Keep an eye on Gregor Batley, Alnwick Dolphins. And also, for that matter, lane number 8, Thomas Maskell, Derwent side. Looking pretty much together, lane 8 and 0 at this point. Really, really gaining that ground back on the front 3. So turning there, City of Sheffield swimmer, followed by City of Leeds. So it is Firth, Harper, Thompson. 5, 6, 3 in respective lanes. But as you can see, lane 8 and lane 0. So lane 8, Thomas Maskell of Derwent side, and 0, Gregor Batley of Alnwick Dolphins. Really, really fighting to get up into those top 3 positions. He's doing very well as well. Lane 8, Thomas Maskell. He's up there in 3rd at the moment. Now trying to pick off City of Leeds swimmer. Is he going to get there on the touch? Curtis Harper takes that one, 2:26.7, and it's Henry Firth that took it in 2nd, 2:29.32. But a great finish from Thomas Maskell, 2:30.14, taking that 3rd place. 4th, Robbie Thompson, 2:31.41, and 5th, Gregor Batley of Alnwick Dolphins, 2:33.13 for the top 5. And great swimming right to the finish from those front 5. So now we move on to the final heat, which is heat number 5. So heat number 5 lines up as follows. In 0, Benjamin Cross, City of Sheffield. In 1, Toby Clawson of Kingston upon Hull. In 2, Thomas McDermott of Middlesbrough. In 3, Jacob Grierson of the Borough of Kirklees. In 4, William Baines of the Borough of Stockton. In 5, Matthew Kearns of Durham City. In 7, James Robinson of the City of Leeds. And in 8, William Morris of Middlesbrough. As you can see, split of 50 metres, 30.37. Baines in first, Kearns followed by Clawson. So William Baines, Matthew Kearns, Toby Clawson. Your front 3 at present, but that's not to say that that won't change, because look at your pool now. 1, 2 and 3. Clawson, McDermott and Grierson. Really all in contention over there. So turning on the 100 metres, 64.28 for William Baines. Matthew Kearns, Durham City. And then Toby Clawson up in 1. Just getting involved there. Touching in 3rd. Halfway on this 200 metre butterfly. But looking very strong and stretching away from the rest of the pack is lane number 4 and 5 for that matter. William Baines and Matthew Kearns making this a race between themselves. But battling still for that 3rd. You've got lane 2, lane 1 and lane 7. Lane 3 still in and around that area as well. And that is a win for William Baines. Followed, as we've seen, by Matthew Kearns. 2:13.9 for William Baines. Matthew Kearns 2:16.52. And it is Thomas McDermott that takes the 3rd. 2:27.53. James Robinson 2:27.85. Not a lot splitting the 3rd and the 4th places there. So some really, really good paced races that have meant these positions jostle about. Really come down to the wire. Toby Clawson 5th. 2:38.6. As well to round off the 200-metre butterfly for the boys. Moving on, we have the girls 11 to 13 years, 100 metres IM. There'll be 6 heats of this event. This, of course, is heat number 1.
We're now on to event 207. This is the girls in 100 metres individual medley.
Underway with this 100 metres IM. 1 length of each for this. First heat in 0 Alice Ward of Borough of Stockton, 1 Anya Locke of the Borough of Kirklees, 2 Megan Chew of Pocklington, 3 Olivia Mendoza of Kingston upon Hull, in 4 Katrina Ho of Gateshead and Wickham, in 5 Phoebe Bland of Newcastle, in 6 Kate Kennedy of Morpeth, in 7 Evie O'Halloran Hutchinson of Derwentide, in 8 Ellie McBride of Scunthorpe, and in 9 Faith O'Morgaby of Chesterley Street. So it is Katrina Ho who turns first, with quite a distance, it has to be said, in lane 4 between her and the rest of the field. Second, third and fourth, well, as you'll see at home, there's not much splitting them at all. So it will be down to this front crawl leg that separates the rest of the field. Looking like Katrina Ho is going to hang on to that first place. She looks to have done enough, but second, third and the rest of the field, I mean, it is pretty open at this stage. I could probably think that it's going to end up with 5 or 8. And it does. Phoebe Bland, lane 5. She takes second. Olivia Mendoza on the other side takes third. What a great finish in that first heat of the 100 metre medley. If the rest are like this, it'll be a difficult one to commentate on, that's for sure. But absolutely fantastic swim from Katrina Ho there, dominating from the start of that 100 metres. We move on to heat number 2. Away with heat number 2 in 0, Jessica McCollin of Kingston upon Hull, 1 Emily Hutchinson of Hartlepool, 2 Emily Oliver of the Borough of Kirklees, in 3 Violet Harefield of Middlesbrough, in 4 Eleanor Wyness of the City of Sunderland, 5 Erin Russell of Derwentide, 6 Anna Finlay of Gateshead and Wickham, 7 Eva Clapperton of Tynemouth, in 8 Daisy Purchase of Doncaster Darts, and in 9 Charlie Groves of AFS Hartlepool. So it is Hutchinson at the 50 metre mark, 33.97 as they go on to the breaststroke. But again, it's something that doesn't ever stay the same. As we can see, making some great ground is lane number 3, Violet Harefield in lane 3, Middlesbrough. Really coming back against the current leader. Lane 5, Erin Russell. Can she hold on? I think she may well do, but absolutely storming back. Lane number 3, Violet Harefield of Middlesbrough. It's going to be lane 5, Erin Russell, that keeps hold of that first place. 1:12.93. Violet Harefield 1:13.11. And then the third place. Where did that end up? It was a very tight jostle for third place. That is Emily Hutchinson of Hartlepool that's taken that one, which takes us on to heat number 3. So with heat number 3, 0 Rihanna Foster of South Holder, 1 Nia Thorman of Rotherham, in 2 Megan Caldwell of Tynedale, in 3 Mariella Bidziumu Butland of Derwentide, in 4 Ella Calverley of Doncaster Darts, in 5 Esma Ovenston of Richmond Dale. In 6, India Bryant Chesters of Tadcaster. In 7, Lily Mae Pratt of Skipton. In 8, Daisy Cunningham of Morpeth. And in 9, Lauren Heppel of Chester-le-Street. And it is Mariella Bizimu Butland of Derwenside who turned first there, looking absolutely out there at the front, pretty much on her own, a couple of body lengths up. It's her race. She turns into the front crawl. And it looks like it's going to be quite convincingly Mariella Bizimu Butland, followed by Lily Mae Pratt of Skipton. And it is third goes to India Chesters, pair of Tadcaster, as she comes in. So go in for Mariella Bizimu Butland from Derwenside. Second, Lily Mae Pratt. And third, India Chesters for heat number 3. So heat number 4, lane 0, Olivia Phelan of Doncaster Darts. In 1, Maddie Wilson of Tynemouth. In 2, Lola Yoxall of Borough of Barnsley. In 3, Naomi Parker of Gateshead and Wickham. In 4, Louise Emma Williams of Middlesbrough. In 5, Bethan Endicott of Team Jorvik. In 6, Amelia Smith of Rotherham Metro. In 7, Macy Yoxall of the Borough of Barnsley. In 8, Jasmine Ball of the Borough of Barnsley. And in 9, Lydia Hall of Chester-le-Street. And it is Naomi Parker that turns first, followed by Macy Yoxall. And in third, Lydia Hall in 9. So really across the pool at this point. Let's see how this changes over the breaststroke and the front crawl. You blink and you'll miss these changes in the 100 metres IM, because it can change so quickly. Lane number 3, Naomi Parker. Absolutely steaming away, but can lane 4 catch her? And Louise Emma Williams. Actually, she quite got enough space to do it in, but it is lane 3 that takes it. Williams takes second. And it is Hall down in 9 that takes third. Great swims from those girls in the 4th heat of the 100 metres individual medley.
So now on to heat number 5 of the girls at 100 metres IM.
So underway with the penultimate heat of this one. In lane 0, Millie Foster of Chester-le-Street. 1, Holly Simeon of Richmond Dale. In 2, Una Gregory of York City. In 3, Elif Selike of Gateshead and Wickham. In 4, Charlotte Tingle of Rotherham Metro. In 5, Sophie Johnston of Newcastle. In 6, Katie Stobbs of Tynemouth. In 7, Lauren Gaunt-Edwards of York City. In 8, Madison Peveler of Derwenside. And in 9, Pearl Lightwood of Middlesbrough. So coming into the finish, So it's either going to be 2 or 8. Of course, Madison Pevler taking that second place. Not a lot splitting those at all. Less than 0.3 of a second. And Sophie Johnston grabbing that third. 0.02 separating third and fourth as well. So not a lot to play with at all at the end of those heats of the 100 metres IM. That one, absolutely not at all. So we move forward to heat number 6. The final heat of the 100 metres individual medley. So underway in 0, Jasmine Campbell of Newcastle. In 1, Lola Morales of Tynemouth. In 2, Madison Johnson of Doncaster Darts. In 3, Jenna Dougal of Derwenside. In 4, Libby Freeman of Morpeth. In 5, Hermione Rowe of the City of Bradford. In 6, Georgia Lee of the Borough of Barnsley. In 7, Molly Fisher of Rotherham. In 8, Evie Dilly of Middlesbrough. And in 9, Ellie Horton of Gateshead and Wickham. They're looking to break away slightly at 4 and 8. And there's Libby Freeman and Evie Dilly. It is Dilly that takes that 31.88 turning on the 50. Morales after her and Dougal in third. But anyone's game coming down the breaststroke. The positions do jostle about. It's looking like lane number 5. Hermione Rowe. So coming down to the finish, Hermione Rowe really powering forward, City of Bradford. She's going to take this one, followed by Jenna Dougal of Derwenside. And third, Libby Freeman of Morpeth, taking the 1, 2, 3 for the final heat of that 100 IM.
As we get ready to start the finals in the open pool, and we'll be starting with final 201, the men's open 100 metre freestyle. That's once again, swimmers please exit the open pool please. Warm up is now being completed.
So underway with the next event, which is the boys 50 metre breaststroke, 11 to 13 year age group. This first heat, as you can see, 3 swimmers, all 11 years of age. In 3, Miles Kearns of Cleethorpes. In 4, Thomas Dennis of York City. And in 5, Maximus Murray of Gateshead and Wickham. So coming to the end of this 50, it is going to be Maximus Murray, Gateshead of Wickham, taking that one. Thomas Dennis taking second from York City. And Miles Kearns of Cleethorpes finishing that one in third.
We're now on heat number 2 of the boys 50 metre breaststroke.
So coming into the turn, it's the green hat of the Peter Lee swimmer, Dan Baker, who's absolutely storming away with this 50 metres breaststroke. But coming into this last 10 metres, lane 5 and lane 8 really pulling back some good ground, but it is lane 3 that will take it. Dan Baker of Peter Lee, Jacob Brown, followed by Jacob Barnett to finish up that heat of the 50 metres breaststroke.
City of Sheffield. In 6, Thomas Howley from Newcastle. In 5, Thomas Flowers from Richmond Jail. In 4, Cameron Brooks from the City of Sheffield. In lane 3, Charlie Brown from the City of Sheffield. In lane 2, Jonathan Miller from the City of Leeds. In lane 1, Ned Sharp from Skipton. And in lane 2, Sam Pittman from the City of Sheffield. They are finalists in the men's open 100-metre freestyle.
Oh, he's freaking me now. He's taking his shirt off, but no, I didn't read it. How are you? It's unfair, you are in the lane. We've got lane number all the way to 1. If we go, last lane 7, backstroke. So actually, we got a fun.
So heat 3 in the water now for the boys' 50-metre breaststroke.
And singing in the extra 2 is heat number 3 of the rise.
All about making sure your start, your turn, your underwater phase for this 50-metre breaststroke are spot on. There's mistakes there will determine where the positions sit. Being such a short race, so important. So coming in to take this, looking like lane number 4, but it's actually Adam Javard, just waiting for a time to be confirmed in lane 4, which might wiggle things around. It does indeed. So that is Kamitha Mudledge of Newcastle taking that. Adam Javard taking second. And up in lane 1, Lewis Ramsey. Gateshead and Wickham taking third. Heat number 4 underway. Looking at the turn to be Timothy Hang. Red Barracudas really absolutely smashing it to move forward to the front of the pack. He is really pushing forward. He's going to maintain it. Lane 8 coming back really strong as well. Lane 5 it is going to be lane 7. Timothy Hang, followed by Keelan Behan and Finley McNicholas in the centre of the pool, finishing up that 1, 2, 3.
Open 200-metre freestyle. You're now under the control of the referee.
In the extra pool, we are now on to heat number 5 of the boys 50-metre breaststroke.
So on to heat 5. It's looking like City of Leeds swimmer George Knowles really breaking away, creating that arrowhead formation we see in these spearheaded heats. It is lane number 4, George Knowles, that will take this one. Second, Ethan Stannard. And third, William Morris, who finished that 1, 2, 3. We move on to the penultimate 50 of these 50 metres breaststroke. heat number 6. So heat 6 in the water. Looking pretty much a straight line as they come down the pool for that first turn. But it does look like lane 3, just breaking away slightly. Always can tell when they come out of that underwater phase who the front runners are going to be. It's looking like it's going to be lane 3 and lane 6. But coming back also lane 8. Absolutely flying. Also lane 9 just at the bottom of the picture. Lane 3, fantastic swim from Morgan Swells, taking that. Lane 6 taking second, Ryan Nagum, and Jacob Davidson slotting into third.
We're going to have a event 2 or 3 the men's open 50 metre breaststroke in lane 9, Robert Persson, Sheffield City in lane 8, Ned Sharp to the 6 in lane 6.
The final heat of this one, heat number 7 in the pool. So turning there, half a body length up is lane number 5, Cameron Green. Swimming multiple events today, Cameron Green, and always being in the fastest or one of the fastest heats. So who's going to nick that touch? Oh, it is a straight split between the two of them. Christian Ryan and Cameron Green both taking that first place in that one. 33.27, nothing to split them. Absolutely brilliant between the two of them. And third going to Ben Croft, 33.7. So absolutely nothing splitting them, but great swims. Nice sportsmanship in the pool as well, which is nice. Nice handshake. Brilliant stuff. 33.27. Christian Ryan and Cameron Green both taking first in that one. Move to the final event of this afternoon's competition, which is the girls 50 metre breaststroke. 8 heats in this one. They will come thick and fast. This is heat 1. There's no swimmer in lane number 9. So coming up first out of that 15 metres, lane number 6. Ava Perkins of Tynemouth. I mean, that stroke rate really consistent, not wasting any energy, really efficient. It is looking like she's going to take this first heat, and she is going to. That is a time of 39.13. 40.05 going to Isabel Vasey in lane 4. And third, Matilda Newson, 40.12.
Ella Bembridge from Seacoast and in lane 0, Rebecca Cheatley from Middlesbrough. They are your finalists, the Women's Open 100 metre breaststroke. You are now under the control of the referee.
Just a quick confirmation of result whilst we clear the water.
Flyers, ladies, 100 fly.
We move on now to heat number 2. go heat 2. Pushing to the front of the field, there's 2 centre lanes, lane 4 and 5. In this case, looking at Lydia Hall, Chester Street, and Kay Fenton of Skipton. Nothing splitting this field as they came into the finish. So looking at Daisy Cunningham up in lane 1, taking that one. And lane 3, Katie Simpson for Lydia Hall, taking that second and third spot for heat number 2 of the 50 breaststroke.
In lane 5, Jonathan Miller from the City of Leeds. In lane 4, Zach Wood from the City of Sunderland. In lane 3, Samuel Naylor from Newcastle. In lane 2, Ruben Bashar from the City of Sheffield. In lane 1, Matthew Woodall from the City of Sheffield. And in lane 2, Ben Gilchrist from Devon City. They are your finalists, the men's open 400 metres individual medley. You're now under the control of the referee.
Heat 3 now in the pool. No swimmer in lane 3. Looking very strong is lane 6. That is Abby Harris, Kingston upon Hull. As she turns. Look at that underwater phase though from lane number 5. That is Millie Foster of Chester Street. But it is lane 6, Abby Harris. She's going to hang on to it, I think. Great swim from her in lane 6. She's going to convincingly take this 50 metres. Great time, 37.12 for her. Second, Rihanna Foster up in lane 1, 38.06. Third, lane 0, 38.08, Cecilia Linton. So taking that 1, 2, 3.
Next to the pool in the middle of the 50-metre pool. That's your presentation party next to the zoom in the middle of the pool. Your models away.
So that concludes heat number 3. Look at us straight on to heat number 4.
Stuart Walker, president of the North East region, and Sue Campion, the president of Northumberland and Durham.
We're now on heat number 4 in the age group pool of the girls 50 metre breaststroke.
So heat number 4 well underway. Good starts from lane 2 and lane 4. Sienna Robinson, Sheffield City, and Lauren Smith, City of Leeds. Great turn also from lane 2. Sienna Robinson. Watch down in lane 7, really coming back strong on this second 25 is Katie Turnock, Rotherham Metro. And actually 8 and 9 coming back in a straight line. Megan Cairns, Hannah Redshaw, both of Middlesbrough. Who's going to take this one? It's Sienna Robinson, 37.47. Down in 9 takes second, Hannah Redshaw, 37.54. And Megan Cairns, 37.63. So 0.09 splitting second and third. And 0.07 splitting first and second, so absolutely nothing splitting that top 3 on that 50 metres. Strong swims from those outside lanes as well. Underway heat 5 in the age group pool.
Your bronze medal winner is Saskia from the city of Sheffield.
Lane 1, Mariella Bidzimu Butland. As again, she's just swam in the girls' race before this. So very sharp turnaround for her, but looking really strong, not looking phased by it at all. You wouldn't know she swam at all. Absolutely powering away. Lane 8 though as well, Beth Hall, Grimsby. Grimsby Aquatics down at the bottom of the screen, and lane 9 coming back, York City. Let's keep an eye on it. Is going to be Mariella Bidzimu Butland, 36.45, what a time. And second going to Louise Emma Williams of Middlesbrough, and third Alexa Page up in lane 0 with a time of 37.71.
In the age group pool, now to heat number 6 of the girls, 50 metre breaststroke.
So down the second 25 of this 50 metre breaststroke. It's looking like it's going to be Olivia Martin of Scunthorpe. But coming back incredibly strongly in lane 8 and lane 9. Looking at Madison Johnson and Charlotte Kennis. So who's going to take the touch? And it is Olivia Martin, lane 4, lane 2, Scarlett Strathy, apologies, City of Wakefield. Just trying to see what the time was there as I'm looking at the scoreboard in venue. So Olivia Martin, Scarlett Strathy and Madison Johnson in those top 3. Olivia Martin taking it 36.35, Scarlett Strathy second, 36.78, and Madison Johnson 36.82.
And in lane 1, Hannah Townsville from Lofty Dolphins, and in lane 0, Ella Bainbridge from Cleethorpes. They are your finalists, the women's open 100 metres butterfly. You are now under the control of the referee.
So underway with the penultimate heat of today's afternoon session. Heat number 7. But as these progress, less and less splitting the fields in these 50 metre breaststroke. Difficult to say as well with there being no touch times on that end of the first 25, but looking coming back now, 4 and 5. Lara Thompson, Cydia Leeds, Katie Stobbs of Tynemouth, really both powering through. I think it's going to be lane number 5, but the perspective from up here a little bit difficult to see, and it's Lara Thompson pinches that back, 36.08. Oh no, it's moved across, apologies. Katie Stobbs has taken that, 35.81. Slow time coming up on the board there, my apologies. Lara Thompson second, 36.08. Jennifer Law, 36.14 for those top 3. Wow, what a finish. Just grabbed that back at the last second. Which leaves us neatly into the final heat, which is heat number 8.
In lane 9, Alfie Scott from Newcastle. In lane 8, William Ellis from the Borough of Stockton. In lane 6, Lewis Maxwell from Derwentide. In lane 5, Charlie Brown from the City of Sheffield. In lane 4, Samuel Lorman from East Leeds. In lane 3, Tom Ward from the Borough of Stockton. In lane 2, Owen Robson from Loftus Dolphins. In lane 1, Harry Nicholson from Chester Street. And in lane 0, Alan Beckford from Derwentide. They are your finalists, the men's open 100 metres backstroke. Athletes, you are now under the control of the referee.
So just a short pause while the Open Championships final gets underway. Should be ready to go. And we are underway with the final heat, which is heat number 8. Just nudging ahead down in lane 9. Olivia Hidiat, City of Leeds in the yellow hat. Keep an eye on her. Absolutely flying. Great start from her. Let's see what it comes out as after this turn. Great underwater phase from lane number 4. That is Hermione Rowe, Cydia Bradford, but it is anyone's game. She's pulling away now, Hermione Rowe. Looking at lane number 5, Jenna Dougal, Derwent side. But not forgetting Olivia Hidiat. She's been there from the beginning, down in lane number 9. I think it's going to be lane 4. It is Hermione Rowe takes it. Jenna Dougal, 35.03, and Georgia Lee, 35.08. So Hermione Rowe takes it 33.90. What a time for a 50 metres. Absolutely brilliant. Second, Jenna Dougal, 35.03, and Georgia Lee, 35.08. So what a way to finish the afternoon session of the North East Region Age Group Championships. I hope you have enjoyed the competition. Apologies for our little technical gremlins, which wouldn't seem to leave us alone this afternoon, but they will be, I'm sure, gone by tomorrow. So we'd love to see you back for tomorrow morning's session, which will start at 9:30. And I do hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.